Welcome to another episode of the Liquor Store Blues,
The
which is
Immigrant Show.
which is not it. It's the Immigrant Show.
Oh, so that reminds us, make sure you check out our other channel, Liquor Store Blues, link below.
Yep. On the other channel, we'll be tasting and talking about the wine that we're drinking right now. So go check it out, because that's what we do over here in the Immigrant Show. We consume alcohol, marijuana, and we talk shit.
All the doo-doo.
Yeah. So, that's what we do for now.
Yeah.
Soon, there'll be guests.
Yeah.
Mostly immigrants.
All right, bro. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Wedding shit.
Wedding shit. Wedding shit.
shit.
This dude's getting married in under a month. Well, he's already married, but his ceremony is under a month.
Ceremony under a month, and it's been going crazy. Like, unforeseen problems, solving them as we go. Shit like that. I would never do a second wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
So Bulgaria, no.
Oh, no. Bulgaria is happening, but like, it's not gonna be a wedding. It's just gonna be a party.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know, like, screw that. It's too much work.
Is there anything that stands out in your mind that's the most challenging?
Yeah, like when the venue calls you 2 weeks ago after you followed up, and they're like, "Yeah, we have due to Hurricane, whatever the fuck that was, Wilma, not Wilma,
Ian,
not Ian, the other one,
the one that just passed,
the one that hit Puerto Rico. Ian hit Tampa.
Oh, right. That's right. Fuck, I don't remember that one. Because there's so many of them, man.
He goes, I don't remember that one. Anyway, it went through and apparently did some damage to the roof of the venue that we had rented, and they're saying right now that it's going to be very hard for them to get the venue ready in time, so we're looking for another venue.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's a thing.
Snap. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Hopefully it falls through. I mean, it comes through and
falls through. Like, damn, son.
It's not what I meant.
Like, we're gonna be saving money, but like,
yeah.
At least one big ass party.
Right. Jesus. Oh man.
But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just wedding, dude. You'll see when your wedding is a month away, which is gonna be September of next year. So in August, you're gonna be talking like, oh shit, like I understand what you're saying. Yay, weddings.
So more things to look forward to,
Of course, it's life. Come on, it is life, and as life happens, it happens differently to different people.
But that sounds like it's gonna happen the samely to two people.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully not. Like, I hope that like your wedding goes smoother than
me too.
What we have been experiencing.
No explosions.
Yeah, no nuclear war. Can you imagine?
Yes, actually. I can absolutely imagine.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Weapons of mass destruction have been, and all right, so they haven't been around, let's say, since 1945, but definitely nuclear weapons have been around since 1945, which can destroy a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we still have those weapons. Now, similarly, in World War I, mustard gas was used.
Mustard gas.
Yeah, mustard gas was used. And that would kill a lot of people. And after a while, it was banned. Like, straight up, they were like, people came together and they're like, so you know that gas thing we're using?
Yeah.
Like back in the day? Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
Man.
And it just blows my mind because, damn it, there's another thing that blows my mind. I'll talk about it later because I've been wanting to talk about that for like years now.
Mustard gas?
No, not mustard gas. That circle thingy hanging over there.
Okay. We'll talk. We'll jump to that. We have topics to cover.
So, but the fact that like there's still possibility of nuclear war right now is a little scary, because those weapons are, if they fall into the wrong hands, it's
bye-bye.
Yeah. It's bad, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if all the world leaders decide to ban the use of nuclear weapons, like there's really no clear path of how we're going to get rid of them, what body we're going to put in force to get rid of them, what will be the sanctions if you develop one, shit like that. It's a very, very broad topic, and it's really uncomfortable because when you think about that type of weapons, you start to think that eventually they might fall into the wrong hands. We're strictly talking about Putin right now, because even if the threat exists and he doesn't do anything with it, it's still uncomfortable to the point where, not that you should stop living your day-to-day and just start prepping, but definitely gives you sense of uncomfortable shit, especially after the fact that you live in such a crowded and such a huge target. Like, if let's say Putin decides to use a nuclear weapon on the United States, he's not going to use it he might use it on Washington, D.C., but definitely using one on New York.
Oh, yeah.
And
the
fact that
we
live here
what are the targets? New York, D.C., and
L.A., Dallas. I would definitely bomb Texas. If it was ever...
Florida's already fucked, it just keeps getting knocked off with fucking hurricanes. It's like, no, they already got issues.
They already got issues, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, definitely fucking New York. Oh, man. It's so, like, the way I started thinking about it is what's at the base level of every fight, of somebody not wanting to back down, of that damn ego that you don't want to say that you just walk away, Yeah, there's like this history of years of to get the freaking nuclear arms race. So you have all these things that we've just like built up all these weapons just because just in case the other side does something. And that's like that's the mentality from both sides. Like, just in case. No, but you don't know. But just in case. It's like, have you ever tried to like break away a fight when people are like super like pissed off?
Yes, once.
And it comes to a point where you just can't stop it. As much as the people around them are like, no, it's just stop. You try to push the people away. They'll fucking do something and they'll just keep swinging. It's like, what does it take? Does it take that the rest of the freaking world to like grab these motherfuckers, hold them down, and basically force them into peace? But I feel like that in and of itself, of forcing somebody to do something,
that's hard. Not only hard, that like you will have to use some force at one point or another.
Right.
And that's what.
What's the appropriate amount of force you can use?
Apparently, according to Putin, a nuclear weapon.
Shit, man.
And like, he's not even talking about, because it's one thing to just drop a bomb somewhere and watch it evaporate, but he is actually talking about. I forgot where I read that he wants to create a tsunami to hit the UK by like launching a torpedo underwater.
Hold on, he said he wants to do this?
I mean, that's one of the ways that he's thinking about. Yeah, that's a possibility that he's thinking about. And it's like...
Is he bluffing? Does he have the equipment to do that? Probably, right? Yes.
I mean, they do. They do have nuclear-powered submarines that carry nuclear warheads.
Yeah,
like it's.
Yeah, I saw this video that of somebody in Russia recorded. Again, this is all to take our word lightly, but I saw this video.
Oh, can you turn off the amp? I can hear the fan.
That's what that is. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought it was my head. Of supposedly fucking nuclear missiles being moved at night through Moscow, So
I mean,
yeah.
if that's what he's into.
Right.
Like,
Man, yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy that we live in 21st century and there's still people out there like Putin. And then there's still people, and people straight up have religious patrols now too. And that's in the United States. And, just recently a judge awarded a black gay man $4.5 million in damages caused by Hasidic Jewish patrol, religious patrol on top of that. We'll put the link down here.
Oh, yeah. You
And
were
it's
telling me about
like,
that.
and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I understand if you're living somewhere in like Iraq, Iran, and you do that. But to do that in the United States and to claim that that's religious freedom when you clearly violate the civil rights of other people,
Right.
like, I think that should be really scrutinized. Because at what point does it become religious freedom, and at what point does it become tyranny?
Oh man,
Especially if you have religious patrols.
That's a
Right.
that's a
I
great
have nothing
question,
against
man.
Jews, but it's like, when?
Right.
Like,
It's
because if you had like, let's say, patrols of your neighborhood that looked out for Jews. Like, by the way, they beat that dude up really bad, and none of them got charged with any crime, which is even crazier.
what?
Yeah.
Hold on, they didn't get charged with any crime.
Yeah, they got dismissed.
How did
The cases got dropped. I don't fucking
How
know.
did he get
Jews-
rewarded? How did he get the? You just said they.
Civil.
Oh, the city
But-
paid him.
No. I think the synagogue or whatever they're part of has to pay. Like whatever congregation they're part of has to pay. But no criminal charges.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
No criminal charges. Like,
Yeah.
how is that not like, how are you? First of all, you beat up a gay man.
You beat up some. Yeah, you just beat up a
like,
beat up a person
religion-
because you disagree with with their lifestyle, because they don't believe how you believe. That's why they beat him up.
But at the same time, like, yeah, but if you start doing that shit to them, now you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a patrol that went out there and beat up, that's gonna sound hilarious, beat up bad Jews, that's straight up anti-Semitic.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But you know what's curious about what you just said is, like, if you beat up bad Jews, it's not like these people were looking for bad gay black people. No, they just found this gay black dude and beat him up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, people just gotta learn how to mind their motherfucking business, bro. At the end of the day, it kind of reminds me of this saying. Okay. You're not gonna as an example. Okay, you're not gonna eat this apple because it's against your religious beliefs. Cool. You're not gonna let me eat this apple because it's against your religious beliefs. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like no, that's you're free to believe whatever you want to believe, and the moment you try to impose your beliefs on somebody else, you force them into somebody else. That's when it becomes a problem. It's just. If you can't, like, let people exist, then that's a you problem, and you gotta go pray, go do something with yourself so that you could be okay with it. Because
Just go play with yourself.
no, man, that's a sin.
Is it? I don't know. God
Yeah,
damn.
they can't touch themselves, man.
Saint Peter is gonna be really mad at me.
Yo, I want
He's like, dude, you did so much good in your life, but you
Bro.
fucking jerked off so many times. I gotta make a decision now,
bro. So they I forget what organization made this did this survey about religious folk and unreligious folk, and it was about masturbation and watching porn. They watch the same amount of porn as non-religious folks. The difference is that they feel guilt and shame about it. So I start to wonder how much of this, I know like I've joked about it before, maybe on the podcast, but in my own life, it's like I joke about it before when somebody becomes overly defensive about something that has nothing to do with them. Like if somebody, you ever see those videos when somebody calls another guy gay and he's like, well, I'm not gay. I'm not. It's like, bro, why are you getting so defensive? It's just it's just like, it was a joke or whatever the fuck. It's like, how many insecurities do you have that you get so defensive that you just want to like brush any trace of this thing that you find gross away from? It's like, bro, just
be you.
Just be you. Just exist. Let people be. And because, like, dude, feeling shame, feeling guilt for something that you were in a way you've convinced yourself that is true. It's like, because this is. It's not like you could just turn that part of your brain off. It's like, okay, I don't believe this anymore. It's like, oh, like somebody that's like really devout, like a devout believer. It's not like you could just turn that part of their brain off. It's like, no, this is what they believe, and yet they still feel shame for doing something that's totally natural. Like fucking masturbation. It's like that's gotta suck, man.
I mean,
in my opinion, anyways. Like, and I think that's why a lot of them be angry.
It's. The way I would view this problem is it becomes honestly part of your self-awareness. Like, how much do you want to pay attention to this, right? Now, does masturbation affect relationships? Probably.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about just
well, there you go. Then, well, I thought you were talking about more about religious people feeling shame after watching porn. And shit, now I had lost my train of thought, but...
Oh, my bad.
No, it will come back. At the end of the day, it does, like, porn, for example, does affect relationships, right? In certain type of ways. Sometimes it's positive, other times it's negative. There are plenty of people that are addicted to porn that much rather watch porn than have sex with their wife. So, those people exist. But also, it's the type of relationship, it will affect the relationship that you have with yourself. And, that's something that I think that people do not really understand much. It's how the way you act will affect the relationship you have with yourself, right? Now, that's completely individual. And if those individuals have convinced themselves that watching porn is bad, but they're still doing it, it could be borderline addiction, right? Because I smoke cigarettes. If I had lung cancer, or I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I would stop smoking cigarettes. Now, also is the relationship with myself, where it's like, I know that they're bad, but I continue doing it anyway, knowing that I run a higher risk of ruining myself in the future, which was going to look back in today and is going to say, hey, you fucked up, you should have known better. That's a relationship that you have with yourself. I think that you always have a relationship, you always maintain this relationship between your present self and your past self. And a lot of times, your present self tends to blame your past self for not foreseeing consequences of actions. But that's hindsight.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you've said. I just don't understand the connection with the whole shame thing.
With the shame thing, it's like if they are ashamed, but that is not affecting them in any other way than being ashamed.
Oh,
right.
Shame alone. What I was saying is just directly feeling shame and guilt simply because your beliefs have convinced you that you should feel shame because now you're unholy, because now you're a sinner. I agree with this stuff. Yeah, like you should maintain a healthy relationship with your spouse, like it's like everything in moderation, right?
Everything in moderation. Yeah. Now, if you're saying that they feel shame even with moderation, then yeah, that's like I could relate to a certain extent, but because they after that, what I guess my guess would be that they're ashamed of is, especially if they're Christian, and again, I will talk only from the point of Christianity because that's the religion I was born in, that's the one that I understand the most. There's always this idea of delaying pleasure. So a lot of times when they masturbate, they get pleasure right away, which really does go against their core beliefs of like, oh, I should delay pleasure for something more pleasurable later on, which will be, let's say, sex with their wife. Like there's a difference between you watching somebody and jerking off and then you doing the act and being inside of another person. And so if I understand why they are ashamed, because again, in Christianity it's always delayed gratification as much as possible, but porn, it's so accessible, and masturbation that goes along with porn is so easy that at one point you're foregoing the first, let's say, law of the religion, which is delayed gratification. And it's like, but like, why?
I've never heard that about delayed gratification from Christianity.
Dude, it's all Jesus is all about. Jesus is about like two things. So the Jews are always talk about the state, right? Like if you look at the stories, to them the state is the savior. With the Christians, they're saying that you are the savior of yourself, and that you have the power.
Christians is Jesus the savior. The only way through.
But Jesus always preached that you should save yourself
through Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah,
you can only be saved through Jesus Christ. That's the whole thing with Christianity.
No.
You have to accept Jesus in your heart, and then that's the only way to get to heaven. That's like the foundation from Christianity.
Yeah, and that's where the delayed gratification comes in.
How do you get to that? How do you delay gratification?
Just read the stories. All the stories about. So, all right.
Give me an
example. When he was the 40-day thing, when he was in the desert for 40 days and shit like that, like he could have easily just been like, yeah, this sand could be water, and I mean the dude turned water into wine. Like he has the ability to manipulate matter, so he could have just easily drank and ate. None of that shit happened. Like he stayed there. He went through his.
But oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. It's like, how do you? Like, how does that story go? How does that story go? But when he's
I don't know. Like, can I give it to you verbatim?
Not verbatim. Give me the rough draft.
The rough draft is that he goes to the desert and he lives there for 40 days and 40 nights without any food and just on his or water, and just on his belief that God is going to take care of him, and that like that's a test.
But so then is that him delaying gratification, or is that him trusting him? It's so funny because it's like, is he trusting God because he's supposed to be the same? What did they say? Which is so funny. Okay? Let's separate the entities for right now. So he's. Can you just say he's just the test is that he needs to trust in God so that he can prove that he'll save him from himself?
I think the test is more that he trusts himself and the process to get to complete a task that was given to him, and which is, by the way, by him, but like we'll say that was God that gave him the task.
For the sake of argument, yeah.
And that's like let's say like it's very similar to fasting, especially nowadays, because if you say that you're gonna fast, let's say for 5 days, you're delaying the gratification of food so you can achieve a goal that you have set for yourself. Now, after 2 days, you're a little bit hungry. You can easily access everything.
See, because the way I always saw fasting. So I remember in high school, my best friend in high school, she was Muslim, and when the month of Ramadan would come around, she would fast, and like the way she would explain it was that it was so that she could feel what it was like to starve, what it would feel like to what the less fortunate felt. It wasn't so much about getting something and being was gratified. That sounds weird, but it's
Setting a goal,
getting something, and being happy about it. Like it wasn't that. It was more
That's
so
a very
that they
interesting
could
interpretation. Yeah.
so that she would be relate to the people. But it's
That's interesting.
yeah. I don't know. Like I haven't read the whole book. I couldn't get past the story of Esau. That shit. You ever read the story of Esau?
No.
So the story goes, it's fucking Esau and Jacob. What is it? Was it that? Is it Abraham? Anyway, so the story goes that this couple, right? They have the mom has a vision or something that their son is gonna be like the best, the holy, the chosen one, essentially, and he's gonna be born grabbing the foot of something like that. So when Esau is born, is the first child, they see that Jacob is born right behind him, and he's like holding onto his ankle. It's like, oh shit. So she's like, that's the dude. So Esau, so they grew up. Esau is the way he's described is like this hairy dude. He's like, strong. He's a hunter. His pops loves him. His pops loves him. And Jacob is much more timid. He's more of a mama's boy, and mama of course loves him because you're the chosen one. But again, the dad favors Esau. So I think the dad. This is in Genesis, by the way. This is in Genesis, by the way.
Funny story about twins.
Yeah. So whatchamacallit? So then fast forward. The dad is old, and he has the ability to give one son one blessing. He can only give one a blessing. And he tells Esau, it's like, hey man, you're my dude, but before I give it to you, I need you to go out and hunt a sheep and my favorite sheep, and and feed it to me, and I'll give you the blessing. Awesome. He goes away. The whole time his mom's was listening. So she runs to Jacob. She's like, oh shit, he's gonna give the blessing to your brother, but he can't because you're the chosen one. Mm-hmm. So that's serious. So she glues fur on him. She puts fur on Jacob and goes to his dad. Oh yeah, the dad is like almost blind. Mm-hmm. So the dad can't see very well, because he's old. He's like hundreds of years old. And he's like changes his voice to be Esau. He's like, hey, it's me. I bring you your and his mom is like, put on the fur, we'll glue fur on you, and I'll make him his favorite dish. I'll kill a chicken or something, and I'll cook it so that it tastes like his dish. So she's concocted this motherfucking plan, So then he goes. So then Esau is like, Jacob goes to his dad. Is like, I bring you the soup, or whatever dish. And he's like, oh, Esau, your voice sounds different. I was like, oh no, it's me, father. And he touches his arms, like, oh, I guess it is you. He gives him the blessing, Uh-huh. Then Esau comes back and he's like, I guess at this point, Jacob and his moms, they fucked off. And then Esau comes back and is like, "Hey, pops, I got you your thing." And that is like, "Oh man, I was tricked. I gave the blessing to the other guy. Fuck you, I guess." Oh, bro! And like, and then Esau gets pissed.
Hilarious.
Then Esau gets pissed off, and apparently, I forget what it is that we're like descending. Like Esau is like the devil or like the evil one, and a lot of people are, anyone that finds this story hilarious is like a part of Esau, apparently. But yo, that shit is fucking hilarious. Like, dude, she fucking glues fur on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious?
Tricky,
like,
tricky.
You telling me your dude is watching this whole time, and he's like, nah, man, yo, I only gave you one blessing, bro. Sorry, so sorry. Your wife and son are a bunch of assholes. Oh, dude, that shit is hilarious. It's in Genesis. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's just hilarious. Oh man,
That is a funny story.
yeah.
That is quite a funny. My bad.
Yeah. Yo, oh man. And then then he gets the deeps and stuff. I was like, oh no, I couldn't get past that point. That shit was too funny. That shit was too funny. I was reading in the wrong context.
The moral of the story is trust your gut.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like,
no, because then it's like, oh, well, you so different. it's like, oh no, it's me, Dad. Dude, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Oh,
can you
man.
imagine if I had given that blessing to Esau?
Yeah. Like what? Like the guy. According to the story, he seemed like a nice guy. He was just like this like furry, hardworking guy that got along with his dad. But like his wife said, "Nah, fuck you." I like that one.
That's the one.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
It's funny, man. Like people and their stories and their points of views.
Yeah, I mean, stories are great. Storytelling is awesome.
I was actually that's why I really like Rogan, because he lets people tell their story, and it's very nice to hear people talk for about like 3 hours, because you get to understand their thinking, shit like that. Like that long form of talk has been a lost art, and I think he's reviving it. And he interviewed Mark Zuckerberg, which I highly recommend.
I have not heard that one. I heard a clip of the one he did with Roger Waters.
Yeah.
When he was talking about his friend
Sid Barrett.
Sid Barrett. Yeah.
In that case, Roger Barrett, because
right, Roger Barrett. Yeah, that shit was cool too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Roger Barrett lost it, man. Like Sid.
Bro, the way he was describing the relationship, it was really wild. Just like how one, I didn't even know that Sid Barrett, he was like the writer of Pink Floyd in their early stages, like one of the reasons why people loved Pink Floyd. So and that freaking David Gilmour and like Roger Waters like later like started writing because he went fucking he went bananas.
Yeah, that was lost.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude,
but at the
that
same
song
time,
"Shine On, You Crazy Diamond," bro, that is one of my favorite songs of Pink Floyd, bro.
Yeah, that was a tribute to Sid Barrett.
Yeah, that's what he said, right? It's like it's entirely about him. It's like, wow,
it's crazy.
Wow.
And he also talked about his mom, and what I liked about it is that his mom was always pushing him to, whenever he's in an argument, to view the other side of the argument and to read as much and to educate himself as much as possible on the counterpoint of view,
right?
As well on his point of view.
Yeah,
to be able to make an informed decision. And you really do see that in his songs. And like, now that before I was a bigger fan of David Gilmour than I was of Roger Waters. But after this interview, like, man, now I'm going to go and probably listen to Roger Waters like solo albums to see what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because like he's right too. He's saying the same thing that we are. Why, like, it's 2022. Why the fuck are we threatening the world with nuclear weapons?
Bro.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I still don't understand until this day. Maybe because that generation hasn't died off yet. But why does America still view Russia as a threat?
Man.
When they have been trying their best to become capitalist, or as much capitalist as possible.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough to even to.
It's so stupid, right? Like, and I don't know. With this war in Ukraine, like this escalation that's going on, and the United States just pouring money, United States, Germany, all the superpowers, basically pouring in money and weapons.
It's those in charge, man. It's those motherfuckers in charge, bro. Because like,
yeah, even they were chosen
even
by
when,
the people.
yeah, but like even when I understand, but some of them weren't even chosen. You know, like there's freaking there's been people that there's been people that've been right. There's been people that've been elected. And if you go down to South America, there's been people that have been elected, and the fucking CIA has gone down and fucking taken them out, and they've put their own fucking dictators in there because they didn't want the people that were elected by the people. You know what I'm saying? So like it's
yeah, that's that geopolitical stuff that like it's so complicated.
No. I'm just saying that as a response to you saying that these are people that are elected. That it was like no, it's like. My point is, and I keep seeing this more and more, especially the responses that are happening in Ukraine, or it's freaking the women in Iran, bro. Have you heard about the women in Iran?
Oh, the hijab.
The hijabs, bro. Yeah, man. They're fucking targeting freaking college students. They're like they're students that are like protesting this shit. It's like yo, like because they're tired of these like religious laws that they have to you know what do they call like feelings laws or some shit because you know if women like don't cover their hair then you know now men now I'm thinking impure thoughts and you did it, you know, you and your locks, you know, it's but the people are protest, people are fighting. So like I generally think just more people don't want fucking war. People don't want violence. People just want to fucking exist. People just want to live, man. Because what was it? One of the things that he said when he was little and his mom would take them to like these meetings and stuff.
Oh, in the Quaker house.
Yeah. And when
by the way, Quakers are one of the most progressive Christian congregation. If not the most. Like, yeah, they were the first one to fight slavery here.
That's awesome. But what she says is that, you know, what she tells him that even though I don't believe like them, you know, but like, I still have to like live with them. You know, we still got they're still good people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just feel like a broken record at this point, man. It's like people just don't want fucking violence, man. It's those in charge that, like, honestly, if you motherfuckers want to blow each other up, go get Bezos to get you on a ship and you go. You know, like fucking get out of here, like kill yourselves. Just people just want to fucking exist, man.
Not Elon Musk, Bezos. Is it
Whatever,
because it's Prime Day so they can get a discount? Huh? Is it because it's Prime Day so they can get a discount?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna trick. I was gonna shove them in there, you know. No, man, that was just the name that came to mind. I feel like even those dumbasses. I'm like, bro, just stop with the fucking violence, man. People just want to feel special. People just want to feel important. And they'll do fucking anything they can to not look stupid, you know, even if it costs other people's lives. And that shit sucks. That shit fucking sucks. Yeah.
I just have to say that most of the world is okay with regulated violence.
What do you mean regulated violence?
Yeah, like boxing.
Fight Club?
Yeah, like boxing, MMA.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
regular violence.
right.
So
yeah.
most of the world is fine with that type of
Oh,
violence.
bro, I'm still for competition. I'm still for like, let's see, who can fuck up who the most, who can run the fastest. Though, bro, let's do it, man. I saw this video. Is this like workout guy? He tried to do what's his name? Is it Usain Bolt, the runner? He's like, he's gonna run his pace and see how long he can last at his fucking pace. This man is an athlete. He's an athlete. This dude lasted like 2 minutes, and trying to do this fucking pace. Bro.
I saw that. I don't know if you sent it to me or I saw it on Instagram or something like that. The African marathon runner.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, it's a long marathon. Yeah, Usain Bolt is the guy who just does the races, like the quick ones in the circles, right?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's like actually a 100-meter dash.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was like 13 kilometers an hour, some shit like that.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one, bro.
He kept that pace for 2 hours,
bro,
which is insane.
Yeah,
but
dude.
You gotta understand that those people train. Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that shit is impressive. Like, there's so much to do. There's so much for us to discover. So much for us to just experience.
True.
Really, that's your freaking.
Not that I'm gonna run a marathon anytime soon, though.
No, but man, I'd like to go see them shits. Yo, you ever seen those videos where you have those idiots like try to run across, or like they'll get in the way and they'll like freaking knock people down? Oh, bro.
Those are the best
make fun
videos.
of those guys.
I call them Mr. Beans.
The Mr. Beans.
Yep, because just like Mr. Bean. And I was rewatching Mr. Bean actually the other day.
Never seen it.
What?
Yeah. Get it?
You have? No, I'm good. You have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on Amazon Prime. Go watch it. It is hilarious. It's British humor. It's basically about this dude that is in his, I want to say, late 20s to mid 30s.
Oh, I know who he is. It's the guy with the black brown suit.
Yeah.
He like doesn't talk.
Very little.
Yeah, like yeah.
But,
yeah, I know what he looks like. I just never seen it.
Yeah, and so I was watching, and in the beginning was like, okay, it's like he's just a big man child. But then there's this scene in the beginning of every episode where there's like a light that comes down on the street, and he just gets dropped. And I noticed that on the first episode, luckily, and I was like, let me view this as if the main character, Mr. Bean, was an alien that got dropped. Because that's the only explanation, right? Like, otherwise you would say the dude is retarded. But he's an alien that got dropped with very minimal human basic skills. And he's working his way through society the best he knows. And totally changed the way the jokes are. Like, it completely changed. I was like, holy shit, like, this is the shit.
So when you watch Mr. Bean, now you just pretend he's an alien?
Yeah, now just pretend that he is an alien.
That's funny.
Because, like, and here to experience, I don't know what he's trying to experience, but I guess humanity or something.
Yeah,
like
are they just like skits, or is there like a plot?
They're like skits pulled together, about 5 minutes each. 5 to 10 minutes each. Like, but it doesn't deal with real problems, you know. It's just
just silly stuff.
Yeah,
right,
silly humor.
Right.
Just like Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Another classic.
Yeah.
Man, like, you know what I noticed? There's really no more original movies lately, except
original movies.
Yeah. Like, for example, the last original comedy I saw was American Pickle.
American Pickle. Did you tell me about this already? I don't think I've seen it. What's American Pickle?
Seth Rogen. It's about this dude that gets into pickle juice and then he wakes up like 70 years later or some shit like that.
What? Is it a cartoon or is it like people?
No, it's like it's live action movie.
He falls into pickle juice.
Yeah, and then he wakes up like in modern New York and his great grandson or some shit like that.
How did he survive? Is that part of the fun?
It's part of the fun.
That's great. That's awesome.
It's part of the fun. You know, it's good shit. Just like what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Leaving
Gabbard.
the Democratic Party. Yo, I saw her bye-bye speech, and it was powerful. It was like, yep, that's exactly what I'm.
Which one? Was it like a minute long? 'Cause I saw. After you sent it to me, I looked that up. I saw that one. I try to see try to get as much info as possible, because I don't know. I haven't really followed her much. But like, what did she say? Because it's too woke.
It's too woke. The elitists, which I agree with.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like the thing that stood out to me the most that I agree with her was that the military complex of how much money they fucking make. I feel like that is the bigger problem. The insider trading, that shit that the Congress does.
That and also they said they tried to racialize everything.
That part I don't like. That's the part that I didn't understand, because I don't know what she's talking about. Because what was it? The other thing that she said, that how the Christians are getting prosecuted. Which I was like, are you kidding me? What? What the fuck are you talking about?
Christians. Yeah.
What the fuck was it? It was that one. And then I still don't understand people's problem with critical race theory. That's another thing that she was opposed to. I don't know. I think I think that the both parties are fucking shit. I never liked Harris. Like that. Oh yeah, that's one of the things that she brought up. No, I think that one was with the Joe Rogan. Because she was, like I'm saying, I wanted to look more into her, because I remember liking her. And it was like how like in the Democratic Party, in the Democratic debates, how she brought up fucking Kamala's history of incarcerating people, and
yeah, she's the best.
Like keeping people incarcerated even though there was no proof of them needing to stay in jail. Like that, the system has problems, bro.
No, they just became bigger too, because now there's this no cash bail. Basically, if you commit certain crime, you just go on your merry way. They book you and then they release you, and you gotta go back to court. And I don't know if you've seen the video of this dude with a hatchet in McDonald's. But anyway, like at that time he was assaulted. I think that whatever, for that I was okay with.
Oh, was it? It's the one with like it's kind of like a weird angle, and like there's these like two people that are like punching him, and he's just like sitting there, and like, he like yeah, that was funny.
So that dude now got caught again by police for stolen property, evading police, and a couple other things, and he got released again without bail. And it's like, wait, dude, where do you draw the line? For example, and I'm a big proponent on things like that. I'll tell you how I vote. It's not even how I vote on things, but how I think on things in the grand scale. If I do not do this in my household, and we're not talking about like super complex issues, we're talking about like just simple shit, like for example, allowing migrants and then shipping them to different parts of the country and to quote unquote feel your pain, right? To
Fuck
me,
DeSantis. DeSantis or DeSantis?
Whatever, the Texas governor and the Florida governor. But they do have a certain point where it's like, yeah, I don't let anybody in my house to stay the night, let alone to live there. Just anybody on the street. Like, there's a select group of people that I let in. Some people it's their first time, some people it's not. But that's it. So why would you, if you're not doing it in your home level, why would you do that on a country level? And on top of that, now, what they did with the migrants is they started putting them in all the boroughs. Which is interesting because the only place you can place such a massive amount of people in the boroughs is in the parks. So you literally creating holding camps. And like, I'm being nice when I call them holding camps. There's one apparently now on Orchard Beach, which is a big part of the Bronx. Like, people, like, there's woods over there. You can go during the winter. Like, it's a park.
Now, those people are they living there, or is this like a place where they're staying while they get situated? Like, what's happening with them? And also,
I don't know.
Who exactly are these people? Are these
South American migrants?
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, are they looking for refuge? Are they in the process of their papers? Like who are these people?
Yeah, they're looking for refuge.
Okay, so people that need help, and they're putting them in these like parks. You said. I wonder
they're putting them in camps, not parks. Like, this is not gonna be.
But I mean, you gotta put them. We gotta put them somewhere, no? We gotta house these people.
Yeah, but you don't bring them all the way in the country. Like, that's stupid.
I don't know. I don't know the exact process that's.
And like, how do you solve that problem? Like, how do you solve that problem? Okay, like, you gotta house those people, this and that. What next? You cannot just house them forever. What do you just put them on an airplane back?
Yeah.
Like, this is a huge fucking issue, dude. Because
no, it's
it takes away resources.
A big issue. Yeah.
It takes away resources, and at the end of the day, it does create friction. Because I'm all pro you living a shithole country and coming to the United States.
I'm pro-life in that sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like, these people need some help. Damn, yeah. So do you help these people? You know, because shit. I mean, I'm okay now.
Yeah, but like,
but
dude,
the way people come here, they just work. I'm agreeing with you, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna. If somebody's running away from a burning building, you're not gonna be like, nah, chill, go back. You know what I'm saying? I understand. True. That if you don't got any room to house them, but it's like if they're running away from something and they need help.
I will give them a bucket of water at least and send them back.
A bucket of water,
like, you come back for more. I'm totally willing to that.
So you're willing to give them some of your resources to help them, but then they're gonna keep coming back to turn off the fire.
I mean, yeah. If I had a hose, I would give them a whole fucking hose. But like, no, go fight that shit over there. Like, that's your job. I'm not gonna go fix it for you. I'll give you the resources, but I'm gonna fix it for you, because it's the same. Like,
that's the Christian thing to do, bro.
Fuck that. I cannot save everybody. I'm not Jesus.
Jesus. Notice how I bring it up when it's convenient.
That, but like, let me tell you, he died for my sins. So
yeah.
So whatever I do from now on, it's called. I was very lucky,
man.
Christians got lucky, man. They put everything onto one dude, and they were like, here, God, take his ears.
Man, he did it to himself.
He did it to himself, yeah.
Where are you hitting yourself? Get out of here. No, yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I just don't think them just like telling these people that they had jobs and everything was gonna be okay, and like fucking shipping them away to another part of the country. That's not cool. That's like, that doesn't help
Anybody.
Anybody. It doesn't help the problem. But no, this, man, I really don't know. Because the way I'm thinking about it is just help everybody. You know.
Well, you
But
cannot help everybody.
I understand. I was gonna say is like, I understand that's where
you can definitely help people that have the resources in their country to do better. Like Venezuela. Perfect example is Venezuela, right? Oil-rich fucking country. It's a shithole.
Yeah, but you know why? Because the fucking CIA meddled in their fucking business. The U.S. government has fucked so many countries in South America that these motherfuckers have tried to like.
I don't think they stole Chavez.
I'm not blaming everything on the states, but they haven't fucking helped. You know what I'm saying? They haven't helped their own case. Like, I know, being from Mexico recently, it just came out that the fucking Mexican military had been selling or giving weapons to the fucking cartels. Like, I knew the cartels were running shit, but now at least they caught them, which is one thing that I'm glad, and like, Orale Mexico, let's do this shit, because they fucking caught them. And I know that not too long ago, they caught another government official. They arrested another government official that in holding him responsible for the disappearance of like 20 kids from like 10 years ago or some shit like that. So
Damn.
as like even though there's corruption, like there's the shit getting done. You know, the shit getting done. At least there's that.
I'll be honest. I think that's one of our best defenses is to make Mexico really stable, really,
Right.
really rich. There's shit ton of money in Mexico. I've been there, so
Bro,
there's shit ton of money, but really
helping each other.
wealthy.
Yeah.
No. So they can be the buffer between South America and the United States.
South America about to rise up. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. We got the rainforest. You motherfuckers are gonna run out of air. That's why. Oh, fucking Brazil. I don't know what happened with the elections, but like this is Trump-like fucking president in Brazil. Have you heard about this guy, Bolsonaro or some shit?
Nope.
This motherfucker. He threatened. He's been in power. I think he's been president. I think for like 2 terms. But he's like kind of like crazy conservative, like almost carbon copy of fucking Trump. And before the elections that are coming up, he's like in speeches to his followers, he's like, just so you know that there's only one way this is gonna go. Either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die, because I'm not giving up. Like I'm gonna like, if you find out that if the machine says that I lost, that is a lie, and we're going like, and we're gonna attack. Like, this motherfucker is like talking violence. It's like, no. If I don't win, it's rigged.
Yeah, if we're not the number one YouTube show, it's rigged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but there's this other guy who's running against him, who's like, he seems to have like the support of the majority of the people. Like, this guy still has his followers.
We'll vote by machine and by paper.
Yeah, bro. So, but like this dude, but everybody, freaking Brazil right now is kind of like, yo, like, is it? We want this guy to win, but this motherfucker's crazy.
There's a lot of crazy people out there, man.
Yo, yeah, man. Yeah.
I wish I had the balls to be a politician.
Oh, bro, the balls, man. You fucking distress.
That's why I say the balls, because you probably deal with some, like, first of all, the fact that you have to raise money for your campaign.
You gotta convince people to give you money
to run, and then
gives
you a little bit more, and if somebody gives you a little bit more, then everybody else, you kind of owe them.
That's a fucking bad lobbyist.
I mean, okay, so think about it this way. I'm all pro removing money out of politics. But the truth is that the days of Lincoln, where pour some more, man. The days of Lincoln where the reporters would come to your house are gone. Now you go to the media to relay your message. The media is run by money. They're not in business to make you feel good. They're in business to make money. Okay. So removing money from politics, where's that money going to come from? Who is going to pay? Because let's say
for what? What do you mean?
For getting your message out as a politician. If you don't,
people will listen if there's something to be said. Like I'll listen. Like I don't think I hear people just because they've given money.
No. But,
like I'm still gonna want to know who's running for president.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that removing money out of politics is nearly impossible because everything has a cost tied to it. So let's say you ban all types of donations by private citizens, corporations, shit like that. What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to buy time for your message to be heard? Because there's nobody out there in this world that in media that will run your ad for free. Like, they really have to agree with you. And, like, even then, that ad space or an interview.
So you're saying you need to have money to pay the ad, to pay, like, the TV people?
You need to have money to get your message across.
No, that's when donations come in, yeah?
But that's what I'm saying.
They do that already. I don't think that...
Hold on. In my argument, I said that we're banning corporate and private donations. Because that's the only way to take money out of politics. There's no other way.
You were saying that I can't donate money to somebody?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I'm talking about like companies, like fucking Exxon can't freaking give money to a politician. That is a no. There's like, if you have something to gain, you're not allowed to participate.
Okay.
I think the private citizens should be allowed to donate.
But should there be a limit?
I don't know. I mean, if it becomes a problem, then I would say yeah.
At first it would be a problem because if I make $1 million a year and you make $50,000 a year, I can donate to a politician way more than you can. And from that,
yeah, but see, I think it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Yeah, I guess you can't cut out all the fat at once, but at least you could start with cutting out a big chunk of it. You're not going to be able to. There's still going to be people that are corrupt that are going to want to be like, hey man, here's an extra 50 mil.
See,
but I think
assets.
it would be a big part.
If I was a crooked politician, I would definitely take stakes in companies that own assets that were under my control afterwards.
I don't think I could. At least I'd like to think that I could.
Absolutely.
I'd like to think I could. I could not be bribed. I was like, no, I must stand my ground.
Dude, if somebody comes in, he's like, yo, Senator George.
That sounds good, bro. Is that going to be a senator?
Yeah. Well, I cannot be. I cannot be. No, it's going to be Senator George. Like everybody will be butchering or Senator Chico.
Yeah, man. I'm like, nah, stand behind your last name, bro.
Yeah, like Senator Chico, right? I'm not going to say Chico out of the whole thing. It's Senator Chico. I had this house in Turks and Caicos.
Bro, but if you had that level of respect from everyone, they fucking would.
They would what?
Say your whole name. Mr. Shokolarev. Mr. Shokolarev.
Yeah, and properly too.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's say I'm a gangster one, so it's Mr. Chico.
all right.
And
No, bro,
he's
you're
like-
a politician. What's the difference?
exactly. So
Yeah.
somebody comes in, he's like, yeah, well, I have this company that owns this property down in Turks and Caicos. It's valued at like $5 million. It's bearer shares. So basically, what a bearer share means is that whoever physically possesses the piece of paper says that I own this company. Like it just straight up says I own this company.
Are you serious?
Yeah, those are bearer shares. It's a really cool invention. I don't know if it's still used or not.
What?
Yeah.
So it's like passing the stick. It's like, all right, oh, now you're it. Now you're. That's hilarious.
But then you have to declare those assets, right? So, like, you
No,
cannot just
you
hide
don't. No,
it.
you don't. You just give it to somebody else. I don't have it. Those are not my assets anymore. I only had them for 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Or you can't prove that I had it. Were you recording me?
So,
Read between the lines.
and they're like, I just need you to work on this bill real quick. Oh, my man. Your boy's going to have a house in Turks and Caicos.
Oh man. You know, this is the part. If this was a movie, this is the part where we fast forward 20 years, and I'm the corrupt asshole. And you're like fighting for the freedoms and shit. You're like your hair's long.
But like bald over here, and then there's like a long ponytail in the back.
You're like George Carlin. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Good thing I'm not in politics.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm over here like, no man, peace at the end of this. Fuck yeah. Blow this bitch up. No,
Like
no.
Putin said what? Hard to talk with the nuclear rocket up your ass.
Oh man.
Oh my god, yo! I imagine if the world was run by gangsters, like real fucking like that's gonna be some
Yeah,
shit, man. Because I definitely imagine somebody doing this shit. Like that's that's a very good joke, actually. Putin said what? Nuclear weapons.
Like a fake accent, you know.
like-
Even though even though they're like running America, they have like a heavy accent from somewhere else.
Oh man, I wish I could do Indian accent
shit.
because India has like nuclear weapons too.
Oh man.
And I can just imagine Modi because like he's this. Have you ever seen Modi?
Modi, no.
He is
Was it an Indian comedian?
no. He's the Indian prime minister. Like,
Oh yeah.
yo, my man is.
Isn't
like,
he also
if I could
crazy?
look like him, no, he's not. But like, if I could look like him when I'm his age, it will be success for me. Because like he has this like white beard with like this tan skin going on with the white hair. Like I like the way he looks.
Do you tan? Do you get red or do you actually get brown?
I go through stages. So I do get yeah. I actually in the beginning depends, but like if let's say I stay 6 hours under the sun, I get red, and then 3 days later I tan.
Oh
But like
shit!
first step is always getting red.
No shit.
You gotta activate the melatonin.
what did
not
you
the
say?
melatonin, the whatever.
No, it's not serotonin. Yeah, it's melatonin.
Is it melatonin?
Melanin.
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 There you go. I knew it was with an M.
Does it? You said 6 hours. Does it have to be 6 hours? What happens if you're only out there for like 3 hours?
It depends on the strength of the sun. Like if it's a strong sun, even 2 hours and no.
That sounds so funny. If it's a strong sun, like it gets stronger, you know. But
It does.
No,
Like-
it's just us. It's just saying. It just sounds funny
Oh,
because the sun is the sun. Yeah.
yeah, but it's closer sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny because it's not like it gets stronger. We get closer to it.
Yeah, motherfucker! Don't you know how temperature works?
That's what I was saying. That it's funny that we say it's stronger when it's not really getting stronger.
Oh, we just get close.
Yes,
oh,
that's what I was
okay,
saying.
yeah. It's like, oh, it's not the sun, it's us.
Right. The sun is like what? I do
Well,
nothing.
it's not us, it's the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think
It's
like
like the rock is gravity.
Yeah, no. Like, remember The Rock back in the day? We're talking about like his
wrestling days.
Yeah, his wrestling days when he had hair. Now you compare that Rock to the current one, and his previous self looks like more the Stone than the Rock. And you think, I think eventually he'll evolve to the Planet. That's a good point. The Planet, by the way, yeah. But that's a good thing. I know. Man, I wish they revived that cartoon because then people could start getting a little bit more about the environment.
Oh, Captain Planet. Yes.
Like, I love how you know that shit.
Captain Planet.
Dude, Captain Planet was the shit. Like, and that's what I'm thinking. And if they make that into a movie, The Rock is the perfect Captain Planet.
You think so? No, because he needs that.
Yeah,
he needs that. He needs that hot. But Captain Planet is not brolic. He's like slim.
Yeah, he's built. Like he's athletic.
No, The Rock is a monster, bro. No, Rock.
He's the American version of Captain
The Rock
Planet.
has to play like fucking, I don't know, M. Bison from Street Fighter because he's like so fucking, or like Zangief. Remember Zangief from Street Fighter?
But I remember Bison.
Conan. There you go. You know Conan.
Oh yeah, Conan. Yeah. Ooh, no, I think that he's gonna make a perfect Captain Planet, and on top of that, because he's bald, I'm gonna take it even a step further. I'm going to tattoo the Earth on the top of his head.
That's not Captain Planet anymore, though.
It's the real Captain Planet. Well, it's Captain Earth. Whatever.
Yeah, it's Captain Rock.
Captain Rock. No, Captain Planet. That's
what you did say.
He evolves.
He evolved.
He evolves. He's like a Pokemon.
Did you ever see? It's like I think it was like 10 years ago. Somebody did a like a 10-minute live action movie of Captain Planet, and they had Don Cheadle play him.
No, I have not seen it.
Oh, I'll definitely put the link. It's so funny because he's like fucked up. Like he comes down or something. Like he comes down. They call him or whatever. Like the effects are pretty cool because it's freaking Don Cheadle.
Man, I mean, I'm telling you, that's the next evolution of The Rock. You heard it here first, by the way. I am foreseeing the future for some reason.
Yeah,
he did have good hair though. Like his hair back in the day.
Do you mean his hairstyle? Sorry, like how do you know it was good hair? Like,
hairstyle.
Yeah,
was good. Captain Planet.
It was like short, yeah.
Hey, Captain Planet. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the next one. Is it a DC comic book or like?
I think it's its own thing. I'm pretty sure it's its own thing. I'm pretty sure it originated as a cartoon. Yeah.
They redid Voltron. They did a good job with that.
They redid Voltron?
Yeah, Netflix.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, they've redone a couple of things, and I just haven't. I got excited when I saw the commercials for them, but I just haven't seen them. I know they redid Thundercats, Conan, but I don't know. I haven't seen them. I want to see. I like the originals. But again, even I think even if they were available, I don't know if I would watch it. Because every time I got free time to watch something, I want to do something, and I don't want to put something that I like because then I'm not gonna do what I want to do. So I end up putting something that I've already seen a million times.
Oh, so you need white noise in the background?
Yeah. Because then I start paying attention.
That's like music for me.
Oh, like what? No, like watching something new.
No, just whenever I have to do something, I'll just put on some music. Right now, and I'm at this YouTube channel out of Mexico. Funny enough, it's a recording studio. Ephimera. It's EPHIME. Or Ephimera, or whatever.
Ephimera?
Yeah. They're out of Tulum, and they have these really cool dance mixes. Like, so basically it would be just a DJ spinning for each clip is an hour. Great mixes. I like it, especially if I have to focus or do something. It's mostly techno, like not much else. Like not EDM, but melodic techno. There's another style that I've just found out. Apparently, it's called Indo Warehouse, which is like these like.
Yo, I've been hating all these subgenres of
It's insane.
styles.
Yeah,
It bothers me. Metal does the same shit, bro. It annoys the fuck out of me. It's just, dude, it's just fucking
It's
metal.
annoying,
Yeah, just metal. Oh no, this is thrash. Oh no, this is go fuck yourself. Just give me some fucking metal.
Like, yeah, and like you can put it into like soft metal, hard metal,
man.
and like dance metal. That's it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, right.
Like,
just simplify that shit.
Yeah,
just simplify that shit.
You know, they did the same shit with weed.
What do you mean?
So every time I go to buy some weed, and he starts telling me names, like you know that I don't know the name of the weed that I'm smoking right now. I know what it's made of. Like I know that it's a hybrid strain, which is sativa dominant, so it's not gonna put you to sleep when you smoke it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But he was telling me some names, so I'm like, yo, it was like straight up in one out the other. I'm like, tell me the THC content. Tell me how much like THC has.
Right.
Tell me the CBD content. Tell me like how it tastes. I don't get like it could be called bowless guy with fake tits sucking off another dude. Like
Maybe he's telling you so that you remember it next time.
who fuck remembers that shit, man? Like yeah, let me get
That's
some
true.
of that like strawberry Edelweiss red knot Cabernet strain that you like. What the fuck? Like, and
Yeah,
you just
have you-
throw words at it too.
Actually that's you bring up a great point because my mind immediately went to treating it as if it was wine. You know, it's like, oh, if I go to the store, I know how the type of wine that I want. And then I'm thinking about the weed. It's like, oh, maybe that's what he was trying to do. You know, he was trying to give you examples and the names of this and that. But then I'm like, no, when I go back, I don't care about the name. I'll just tell you, it's like, dude, it just prefers sativas, you know, just give me this and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is the fruit. I'm not gonna remember the way it tastes. Like, like if it hurts, you know, if it tastes like, I don't know, like a spicy chili or something, maybe I'll be like, oh, don't give me this one again. Other than that, it's always like, oh, it tastes great. I'm not gonna remember what this like I just ran out. I don't remember what the fuck that shit tastes like.
Listen,
It's like I bought some more. It's like, oh, it could taste the same or it could be very different. I don't know.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's what, but see, wines are brands, right? Like, you don't go to the liquor store and you say, "Give me Yellowtail Cabernet,"
Right.
because you know better. But there's some people that do that.
Yeah.
But there ain't nobody in the fucking weed store that goes in and says, "Give me George's."
Left tip.
No. Was it George's dispensary or like grower? Like George's, George's greenhouse gelato. Like I understand if you're trying to build out,
Maybe that's the goal.
but it's obviously not.
What do you? I mean,
Dude, think about it because it's if you came up with 20,000 names for a strain of weed that varies by 0.0001%, it just adds fucking confusion. You don't go to a liquor store and say, I want the red blend that's 20% Cabernet, 50% Grenache, 10% Pinot Noir, this and that. Like, no, like, you don't do that shit. Those wines never, ever fucking did good to begin with, right? You go and you're like, I want a Cabernet, and then I can give you like a J. Lore Cabernet, or I can give you the Red Knot Cabernet, or I can give you fucking Jordan Cabernet, depending on your price range. But you want Cabernet. And Cabernets vary in amount of alcohol inside. So if I call the one that has 0.1% less alcohol Jumanji Cabernet,
oh, we should.
wait, not even Jumanji Cabernet, but let's say like Jumanji Grape, And then I do that for every type of variety of Cabernet that gives me different alcohol percentage. Like, you're fucking getting lost. Like, you get so overwhelmed that it's like by 0.1%, which basically you cannot fucking tell the difference. You're like, oh, well, this is a gelato blueberry stream, and the other one is.
I think no, that's what I was saying. I think that they actually do taste different. We just don't notice. I think we're just uncultured. I think that there's people that buy weed, that like at least in places that it's like super legal. You know, you could just walk in and you have like a wall of weed. They have to have ways to identify them, so they have to have names. And I feel like after a while, you have to categorize them somehow. I think it just sucks that we're in New York right now, and like right now, let's just say this shit is called Fruit Loops, right? If I go next week, they're not gonna have Fruit Loops anymore. They're gonna have something else. And like I think that's what becomes frustrating, because it's like, bro, stop. I'm not gonna remember this name because you're not gonna have this again.
That's what I love about Jersey, and that's why I'm like starting to debate to start buying super legal weed, because the weed that I buy right now is like kind of legal.
Yeah.
But the Jersey dispensaries, man, I mean, it's their own growery.
But that's what I'm saying. But all of those have names, right? I would assume they have like categories of them and stuff.
I have to check. I bought only once on 421.
You have to remember which one is which. Otherwise, they look, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird trick.
357.
By the way,
549.
It became legal in Jersey on 421, and I was like, man.
Almost.
No. They knew what they were doing. Like, that was not done not on purpose.
Was 420 a Sunday or something?
No. It was
opportunity miss.
I think it was like a Monday. But
opportunity miss, guys.
But it doesn't matter, because to me it was like, okay, so basically it just created two holidays. Because now it's 420, and then it's the day weed became legal. Like, not a lot of people remember the day alcohol became legal, but everybody knows about the prohibition.
Right.
And now that we're out of the prohibition as a state, I feel so proud. Because it's like, yeah, let people do whatever the fuck they want in moderation.
Yo. Isn't that a great... Do you think that's going to last? Or do you think people are going to stop caring about it like we did with the Prohibition? Meaning, do you think when Prohibition ended, people celebrated that shit every year until it got forgotten? Or is weed different in that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be celebrating it when it becomes legal? Like, if it became legal tomorrow, like in the country entirely, I would forever celebrate that fucking day.
I think that it's so embedded in culture, just like drinking, that eventually it will just phase off. It will just become another, oh, you take drugs, oh, okay, cool.
right, like it's a big deal for us now.
Yeah, like,
you know,
yes, like we're living right now in the time where people lived during the Prohibition, when they were like, oh, by the way, bars are open now, we can go have a drink, and then like bars were just swamped. Yeah,
and to us it's like right there. Oh yeah, what?
Like, sometimes you're like, fuck, I hate that bar. I wish they go out of business. And
like,
they do.
They're like, were they like a couple of dudes in their basement fucking having a bottle of wine that they got from their neighbor's bathtub? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they didn't have the cameras and shit, but they're just like, bro, hey, man, how you been, man? You know, just talking about shit.
Yeah. Even though, like, alcohol was not completely illegal, right? Like, doctors were still able to prescribe it. You can get it in pharmacies. But just the quality wasn't there. And now that the quality is here... Like, I think that, so
that's right, for
the market is so small and it's so young right now.
For what? For weed?
For weed.
Yeah.
For legal weed.
Yeah.
That we're just scratching the surface of what it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Like, it is straight up allowing people to do whatever they please within a moderation, which a government should do. You know, the government should be there to nudge you in the right direction of moderation.
Well, bro, don't infringe upon my rights. Ain't no government gonna tell me what to do.
governments, man.
No, I just want to get to the point where we understand and we trust that we are the government. You know, like where we're so comfortable enough that we're like, we're not worried that you know we're gonna get into trouble outside. You know, it's like everybody's reasonable. You know, it's like
that's not possible.
Oh man, let me dream, please. You know,
Like,
I'm saying it's like, you know, we're like everybody's just like everybody's cool. It's like, oh, you're not speeding. All right, we're fine. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Oh, awesome. You know, if I vote for somebody, you know, like the person in charge actually cares about people and shit. You know, it'd be fucking great.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
crazy ideas. You know what I'm saying? Let's when we build bridges, let's actually build good ones that they don't collapse. On fucking people who try to cross. You know, let's
waiting on the red light.
Yeah,
but no, that's Florida for you, man. I mean, don't move that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about everywhere. Like, you know, I'm just a fucking, you know, fucking idealist over here, bro.
So
I apologize.
Check out this picture, and he's gonna put up the picture of this shit over there.
Oh yeah, what is this? Remember to take a picture of it before we leave, though, because I'm gonna forget.
But this shit, man, like, no one's. I don't know. So to me, I like it, but then when I looked into it in detail, it
the
pissed
circles,
me
right?
off. Yeah, the circles.
It pissed you off.
It pissed me off because, like,
why?
So there was a pattern going on at a certain point, and then somewhere along the way, the artist was like, "Nah, fuck it." So you see the middle circles and how the top two have 4 circles inside.
The middle one and the top one, yeah?
Yeah, but the bottom one has 5.
Okay.
Like, why? Like, and it's the same on the sides. So the 2 on the bottom on each side, they have 3 each, and then the top right one has 3, and then the other one has 2. Like, for what reason? Like, why
is it not even? Why
are you breaking up the pattern?
Why does there need to be a pattern?
I mean, because it's obviously a fucking pattern. Like, like, you look at the circles, they're in a pattern in the half circles.
I see that part of it is in
There's order to it, like, and then there's just like,
oh man,
and it's just that chaos was introduced within this order, and it's like, it's almost like the yin and yang.
But the little circles inside are not in order. There's no order in them. They're all chaotic.
There's order. They're chaotic, but there's order in the count.
That top left corner has many more circles in the top right corner. It looks like it just is.
Justice. I mean, obviously it exists.
I'm Batman. Justice. Do you know what? Do you know what's Batman's favorite drink?
No,
just ice. Yo, forever. No, but seriously, yeah. It's funny because when you were saying that, like, it was bothering you, I'm looking at the freaking. That's what I went to. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna look at the damn circles.
I mean, yeah, it's all circles. What else is I'm gonna look at?
No, I mean, like the ones inside. But I wasn't sure what about them. But I was like, oh no, he's gonna
the count. It's the fucking count. Like, it has nothing else to do. I'm okay with all the disorder inside of the circles.
Yeah,
it's the fucking count.
Right.
The balance.
Would you have put 4 in each one and then 2 or 3 on
in
all?
each? Yeah.
What would you have done with the outside circles?
I don't give a shit about them. They're perfect as they are.
It's just those?
It's just the number inside the half circles and the circles. Like, I will have even that out. And
because why?
Balance. It just gives it balance. It gives it such a nice, like that like the one on the, okay, so the one on the left looks like it's missing a fucking finger, and every time you look at a person when it's missing
a finger,
yeah, like because it's only 2, right?
Right.
And every time you fucking see a person with a missing finger, you're like, as much as you want to not look at it, you kind of drawn to it.
Yeah.
even I mean, for the first few minutes, of course, like notice the anomaly, and it's like, why? And then it's the same shit. It's like
that's so interesting.
It's like most of the things in the world are in balance.
How long have you been staring at that thing?
I mean, what, here?
No. No. I'm including other days.
Yeah,
how long has this been on your mind?
Oh, how long has it been this on my mind? Not today.
So that's what I'm saying. So this has been on your mind before.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it hasn't annoyed me, but at the same time, it's like why? Like, why would you do something like that?
How long did it take you to notice that? Like that it bothered you?
Oh,
it was immediate.
Immediate, yeah. Like I had no issues with the order of any of the outer circles.
Yeah.
It was just the number of things, and I'm like,
that's awesome.
It's like I understand what you're trying to do, but you fucked up. And it's like I still
I'm
like
not buying it.
Yeah. Dude, like I do still like it.
Yeah.
It's just that. It's like
if someone were to give you this or a piece of work similar that had an anomaly like this,
I would display it.
Would you display it?
I will display it, and I'll stare at it every time, and I'll be like, oh my God, what was the name of that senator? I forgot his name, but he had a very interesting quote. I would think the following, like, out of 100 times, I would think this is a catastrophe, and out of 100 times, I would think that this is a catastrophe 50 times. And the other 50 times, I would think this is a beautiful catastrophe. But it's still a catastrophe. It's just...
That's cool.
Depending on my willingness to ignore it, I can change
always a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. It's fun. Because that's a thing that you notice. It's like, oh, yeah, word. I see that. The way I thought about it was like, okay, so there are other yellow circles existing, we just don't see them, and they all just have random circles inside.
Yeah, and makes sense. Yeah,
But that's so cool, bro.
But like,
oh, that's awesome.
It's like the top left for some reason gave one ring to the bottom ring.
Yeah.
No explanation for that whatsoever.
There you go.
Because
that's the poetry, bro. Maybe it gave a part of himself or herself to the bottom. I don't know. Just something. That's a cool way of thinking about it. In my opinion, anyway.
It was like, yeah, I don't need this here.
Yeah, you're holding us up, so here you take an extra one. Yeah.
It's like an orphan child.
Yeah. Yo, yes, this is what we deal with at the Immigrant Show. We talk about art.
Yeah,
politics. And
I can't take care of this. Here, you got it. Now I'm starting to think that the top left fucking circle is selfish.
The top circle?
Top left.
Why is it selfish? No, I think it's willing to give its extra part of himself to the one that's at the bottom. That's how I see it now.
How do you think that circle made it there, though?
At the bottom?
You think it just jumped across?
You threw that shit.
Or you think that it went?
It was like
in a certain pattern.
It was like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. He said Kamehameha, and like fucking threw that shit. This is how Dragon Balls were born. This is what this is.
How many Dragon Balls are there?
I don't know. I think 5 or 6. I think it's 6.
Yeah.
And
we'll have one for spare. Just in case.
Yeah. The lucky one,
Damn. This art, man, I'm telling you, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy because now I'm thinking even more into this. I don't know. I'm smoking way too much weed.
That's good, man. That's what art should do. It you know, like it should grab your attention. You should think about it. You know?
Have you ever seen Dean Kamen's house?
Dean Kahneman's? Who is that?
So he's one of the guys that invented the Segway.
Oh no, you told me about him like earlier.
You should see his house. They have a tour on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It is an industrial museum. It is so like he has
What
like
you mean?
so. For example, he has a chess room where there's different types of chess sets. One of them is you can play against an AI. And like it's a physical chess that is being moved by shit.
What?
Yeah. He saw one.
Did he like?
I think it's mechanical too.
Did he like buy these things or did he make these things?
He made them.
What?
But
That's
he
cool.
didn't make them, but he made people make them.
Hey, bro. Honestly, I mean,
Dude, you
like if you have money and you have so many ideas, it's like, hey, bro. Like if I find like a mad, I don't know, if I have this like crazy idea and I find out there's a crazy scientist, you know, it's like, hey, bro, you know, I give you some money. You want to do this? You know, like I pay you for it.
What you want to do?
Oh no, I'm saying if I had an idea. If I did, I'm not gonna tell it, bro. It's top secret stuff.
Because let's say you had Bezos money.
Ooh, yeah.
What you doing?
You're not gonna believe me. I think I'd make education affordable for everyone.
All right. Where you living?
Ooh, I don't know. I would need to think about where I would be living. I like the mountains. So like wherever there's like cool mountains or like a cool landscape, you know.
What's a cool landscape to you?
Like in those Lord of the Rings movies, like in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pardon me. I love that shit. Like just open, you know. But I love mountains, like in Colorado.
With or without
and stuff.
access to ocean?
If I'm getting a landscape, ocean. If I'm in the mountains, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What type of house?
I could go either or. I like the wood, but I think I'd like to. It would have to be modernly reinforced. I think I just like the aesthetic of the wood. Nah, cause like I like the inside, like when you see like the walls, when you can see the fucking attic.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit. Like I think that shit looks awesome. You just see like just
that
wood.
open concept. Yeah.
Like I love that shit. But realistically, I think it'd be safer to be like a modern, like concrete, just safety purposes. I would definitely have a bomb shelter. I would absolutely have a bomb shelter, like ready to go. I just go to
Like nuclear war type
yeah,
shit?
absolutely, yeah.
Why?
People are fucking crazy, bro. And yes, I'm fucking paranoid. Like no, that's a must. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, I'll definitely have one as well.
Yeah, there's no way those motherfuckers do not have a bomb shelter. I promise you. I'm gonna look this shit up. There's probably gonna be no information, but every rich person has a fucking bomb shelter. I promise you.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. And if you don't, you're a fucking idiot.
The only thing is that I think there might be a problem with my bomb shelter because I want to live on an island. Like my
but
Bezos money, dude.
Yeah.
If I had Bezos money, I'm buying 3 properties. I'm buying a property in Switzerland because it's Switzerland and that's where rich people buy properties and, you know, they just mind their own business and I like them. Buying a property in Lake Como, Italy. So I have like some other access shit. And then
a couple of homes.
And then
probably do that
buying my own island living there self-sufficient.
Oh yeah, like a self-sustained, all that shit.
Like, I want to be able to create a mini ecosystem on that island to see, because I think that will be a very good start to think about how you'll be able to survive in different planets, because that's the only way of survival, is to create an ecosystem within something that's almost inhabitable. Well, there are actually 3 ways. I think we have spoken about this a long time ago, but there are 3 ways. But like, let's say if you want to like go and chill out on Mars and shit, you need to create a mini ecosystem where it could support human life. The other way is to find planets that are inhabitable by humans, like that, good for living and shit. But I think that's gonna be it. It's just gonna be those 3 houses. Main house is on that island with a bomb shelter now. Before, he didn't have a bomb shelter, but now that he's talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I don't trust the motherfuckers.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's funny because when you said multiple properties, I'm like, oh, every one of those properties has a motherfucking bomb shelter. Like, if I have that much, if I have bridge moving money, you know what I'm saying? I'm having bomb shelters everywhere.
Like a nuclear bomb shelter, or?
Oh yeah.
But then you have to make it for your employees as well, because they're gonna know.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Man, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna be like the biggest hippie, bro.
Hold on. But if then your employees know, then
I'm
the
saving
town
the
knows.
fucking planet, man. I'm saving as much as I can. If I'm not there, if like, let's say my house in it, I can make let's say I'm stuck in my island.
That was like rewind.
Let's say I'm stuck in my island. Playing your scenario, and my house, and I'm not in my house in Switzerland or in Italy. I'm gonna let the people go into the bomb shelter. You can use my bomb shelter.
Yeah, of course. You're not a monster. But what if you're there? So let's say you...
Oh, yeah, they come in. We're going to try to save as many as we can.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is as many?
We're going to have to make some hard decisions. There's going to be a point where I have to close the doors. I'm just saying.
So you're anti-immigration? Is that what you're calling? You're not gonna let the people living from a fire?
No, that's not the same thing, bro. We're talking about
the same thing as
we're talking about a nuclear bomb going off,
which is fire, right? And if people
full circle. Oh man, I mean, that's why he said, it's a tough decision, But nah, man.
I want to hear what rules you're gonna establish.
What do you mean? What? Like after we're like inside the bomb shelter?
No. Who gets into the bomb shelter?
No, the scenario that I'm playing in my head is people just running into the thing. I'm not like watching who's at the door or anything. I'm like going in. I have like a detector. Like once my
women and children first.
No, bro. I'm fucking
with you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to paint the picture. If I'm like, okay, one first, no, I'm saying like the shit is like hitting the fucking thing. Because knowing myself, I'm not gonna find out that a bomb hit until like it hit already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be like, running. I'm gonna be running. So I'm gonna be like jetting in and whatever, or. If just whoever's inside, and the fucking machine will be like, okay, you've reached capacity, skadoosh, step away from the thing. Maybe that's where the part of the movie where, somebody sacrifices themselves for their wife and they push her in, or like somebody dives in. I like
the strongest survive mentality.
It's not the strong survive, it's whoever's near the fucking door survives. It's not the strong survives. It's just chance. It's just if you happen to be around.
No, but I was really fucking thinking. I was like, if that's the type of Bezos money you have, bomb shelter is a must.
Bro, yeah, man.
All right, peace.